You know, when you start actually thinking about filming stuff and you're actually starting to film things, it all made sense in your head to start with. And then you get down to it.
It's just sad.
Hi, I'm Alexis, and welcome to my channel. You may be wondering, why is she doing this? Why has she started a channel?
Because we're in the middle of a pandemic, and because I can.
What else are you gonna do these days? I mean,
Just wither away and die?
that's pretty much what it's come to. Okay, we're in the middle of a pandemic. It's real. It's out there. Please listen to scientists. That's it. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I wanted to make this video. Well, I wanted to make a video. I thought about doing it on my Instagram and live streaming it or whatever. I don't know. Because I have something that I really need to talk about. I know I'm late to the party. Very late to the party. But I have been putting it off and off. Putting it off for so long that I really don't know what to do with it anymore. So we're just gonna rewind back to about March when this pandemic actually hit. March happened, my life, like all of yours, came to an abrupt halt. I was in an internship in Edinburgh, Scotland. Came to an abrupt halt. I had to find something to do for 3 months before I could go home, besides my internship. Internship stops. I have nothing else to do. So you go on as you do, typey, work from home, and then you start to realize that you wish you could read. I wanted to read my books. I wanted to read a specific kind of book. I wanted to go back and I wanted to, of course, reread my Harry Potter books for the millionth, billionth time. I usually do an annual reread, usually in the summer. I usually always reread them. So, towards the end of March, I'm really starting to want to reread these now. And then, lo and behold, it's as if J.K. Rowling herself knew exactly what we all wanted. Harry Potter from home.
Oh my god.
I freaked out. And my friends, my closest friends, they all got Snapchat videos of me freaking out because I was going to be able to listen to audiobooks on Spotify. Didn't have to buy the audiobooks. They were available on Pottermore, on Spotify, and it was great. That led me to be able to find this great podcast called Potterless.
Oh my god. It is amazing.
I'll link it down in the description below. So, Potterless is great if you've never listened to it. If you have listened to it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you've never listened to it, go over to Spotify, find it, play it, all the way back to the beginning. 24-year-old man, a couple of years ago, reading the Harry Potter books for the first time. Great. So, all of this is happening. I'm having the time of my life. Finally comes to the end of my visa, end of May. I go home. Everything is fine. It's all fine. I come home to riots, but you know, it's fine. Atlanta's on fire, but it's fine. Police brutality is fine.
It's all fine.
So what do? I'm so excited now that I'm at home and I can actually sit down and read my Harry Potter books, but I decided that I would push it off to July because I had just done the whole podcast. I was a little full. Well, lo and behold, when I get home, Joe pretty much says, hey, you know, trans women aren't women. What? Excuse me, what?
What?
Okay, so last December, I don't know about you, but I was confused on the whole Twitter debacle. Honestly, I was like, yeah, go Joe! And then I read the article and I was like,
Joe, no. No, you need to stop.
And then it kind of just stopped from there. And then we have a manifesto come out and you're just, Joe, stop it.
Stop it.
Before I go any further, trans women are women, trans men are men. That's it. as a straight, cis woman, I want you to know that trans women are women and trans men are men. That is it. Now, because of the old Harry Potter, I'm still having trouble with this. It has been brought more to my attention now that, you know,
The Earth's on fire.
of what exactly is going on, and it kind of makes me sad. It really does, because Joe created this world that was for young kids. It is for young kids. Everybody loves it. It can go all the way across age groups. That is a thing. And it does. It captures everybody's hearts. But come on, it is for young kids. I mean, I hope one day that I would be able, on my child's 11th birthday, to give them this book. And be like, look, you get this book this year on your birthday. And then they could get the rest of them as they grow up with Harry, just like we did. And it really bothers me that someone who went out of her way to make sure and talk about acceptance, she won't accept something. Like, it just, I'm baffled. It blows my mind. I'm completely flabbergasted. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. So I guess this is a way of venting and trying to figure out why it doesn't make sense to me. Now that it's been a couple months and the hype's somewhat gone down, which is a shame because trans women are women, period, full stop, they are. And I don't know. I need to know how to deal with this going forward for myself. That's what I want to know. I want to try and figure out how far, or if I can even be able to go forward with these books anymore. It really is, it has been a struggle. It really has. I've seen some people and some YouTubers and friends, especially YouTubers, full stop, cut it off. They stop the material. They just can't. And I respect that. I just don't know if I can be one of those people. And as someone who likes to consider themselves an ally to the LGBTQ plus community, I don't know where this puts me, because am I still in love with it because of nostalgia and the story and growing up? Or is it time that I actually should let go of it? That was the whole point of this video, was that I wanted to talk to people and find out what they thought, and, you know, what better place to do that than the internet? But I did. I wanted to sit down and I wanted to have a discussion, and I wanted to ask people, you guys, basically, what I should do going forward. As someone who has always been on the side of the downtrodden and the underdog, I want to be able to do right by you guys. I really do. And if that means no longer being able to read it and go forward, then that's fine. I have the books, I have all of the films, I have that play thing that we're not even going to talk about. I have the Fantastic Beasts screenplay, I have the film. I don't, however, have any of the second thing that, you know, I don't even know what that was.
Talk about a hot mess and a dumpster fire and a train wreck, right, Jake Tapper?
I have merch, I have a sweater, my mom has a sweater, I have a snow globe, I have little bitty wands, I have a scarf. I've been to Harry Potter World on both sides at Universal. I've been to the Harry Potter Studio Tour. I've been to several places around the UK that profit off of tourism because of Harry Potter. And it really bothers me. She's become a hypocrite.
Be yourself and be who you want to be, and accept that other people want to be themselves.
A man became a woman. No.
I don't get it. I really just don't get it. So yes, my friends and I have gotten together and we have come to the conclusion that we love and accept Harry Potter for what it is. We love the books, we love the film, We love all the things that we have, but it stops there. We no longer want to financially support her in any way, shape, or form. If we want to get any of her books, I've had a couple friends that are going to buy the new one that just came out. I don't read those books. That is the only J.K. Rowling book I have ever purchased outside of the Harry Potter fandom, canon, whatever. Really wasn't my thing. I don't buy the rest of her stuff. It's pretty much just Harry Potter. And so my friends and I, the ones that I have discussed this with, we've all decided that we've cut her off, no more financial support, and some people have done that, and that's been fine. I don't know if that's okay and that's enough, or if I need to be able to do more. I'm going to tell you now, I'm not going to go out and burn all my books and all my merch and all that stuff. That would just be a waste of money.
Even though this has apparently been a waste of money and time and effort anyway.
But as a reader myself, I have always went out of the way to believe in death of the author. And it's a lot easier when the author is dead. In this case, she's not dead. She's perfectly healthy. Or I assume she's perfectly healthy. She's perfectly fine. And so the whole thing between authorial intent and death of the author, it's a big mess. The way that I like to read anything is I take what is there on the page at face value, and that is it. Yes, I can go into deep dive text and find out why they did it this way, what this means and everything. I can. I do that whenever I did my English minor, and I do that when I write all my history papers. I've believed in death of the author so much so that up until listening to the Potterless podcast, it never, in my 25 years on this planet, it never did it occur to me that the goblins were like representations of Jewish people. Call me completely ignorant and naive, that's fine, because I did not for a moment cross my mind. And that right there makes me mad, because my best friend is Jewish, and I love her, and she's great. She's gonna be a freaking PT rock star. I love it. And I have other friends who are Jewish, and it really bothers me that that's in there.
Can we stop with the anti-Semitism now? Like,
what it all comes down to is, I want to put this to discussion. I want to know how you've coped with all this. My friends and I, that we've discussed and we've decided what we wanted to do about it. I must reiterate that my friends are all women, are all cisgender straight women. So, as much as I love my friends, I kind of need some diversity in this talk. I know a person from growing up, they are transgender, and they have come out completely against Jo and all of Harry Potter, and you know what? That's their business. They are completely in the right. And I don't want to say,
but this is me, and I need to know what I need to do about this.
I believe that at the end of the day, it is every person's own opinion of what they want to do. Editing Lex here. So my battery died, and then I went to go re-record my conclusion, and then it was blurry, and continuity was gonna be all over the place because I started to destroy my room and rearrange things, and I just videotaped this, and it didn't even record, so we're gonna do this again for the third time. So I guess to conclude my video, I think talking with you guys has kind of allowed me to get out all of my frustration and anxiety around the situation. I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and just reread them for my reread November of my book challenge that I've given to myself this year, because I think I need closure on the whole thing. I've been wanting to do a reread since March, since the whole quarantine started, and since I've been putting it off for so long, I feel like I do need closure on what I should do going forward. So I think I will reread them one more time, and then if you think going forward if I should do that, you know, let me know in the comments. If you think that I should just go ahead and give it up, let me know in the comments. If you think this whole video was a waste of time and this is all stupid and it's, you know, you just go ahead and let me know in the comments. So thank you for sticking with me this long. If you have stuck with me for this long, that's great. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. Obviously this is the first time I've ever done anything like this, so this whole channel is going to be new. I've got some kind of idea of where I want it to go. I'm not entirely sure, so we'll go from there. I've titled it Life with Lex because I kind of want it to go over a whole host of range of things. I don't want to just do one thing. I want to kind of be, I kind of want it to be diverse. Let me know down in the comments what you would like out of this channel, and I guess we'll just go from there. So, and if you stuck with me this long, vote! Bye-bye!